Well, hey folks, how's it going today? I hope you're all doing really good. Well, I'd like to share some guitar stuff that I'm working on my own playing here with you guys. I thought it was kind of neat. I stumbled onto a few kind of happy accidents messing around with this Supertramp tune. So I was coming home from the doctor's yesterday, and the Logical song come on the radio, and of course I had that wound right up in the truck. I'm a big Supertramp fan, so I come home and grabbed the telly and decided to learn it again. That's right, again. I've probably learned this a couple times in my life and probably forgot it 6 or 7 times, so you can do the math. Anyway, I don't think I was playing it in the same position the last time I learned this, which was years ago, but this kind of seemed unfamiliar where I'm doing it. I'm going to do it today. And again, I stumbled onto these kind of happy little accident things, so let's get right to it. Okay, so the Logical song, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to play a few chords of it, and you will know what it is, I'm sure. It says a lot about the tune. It's that recognizable within the first bar, right? So it's... I don't have to go any further. You guys know, you see the trap I'm baiting, right? So, I will break this down for you, and I just want to start out by saying I'm not using a pick in this lesson. You can. I could do this either way, but I like the sound of it with no pick. But focusing on these 4 strings, the A, D, G, and B. Playing a C minor chord here, just a bar chord. It's like a C power chord, just flat the B string, right? Now, if you don't know this chord, this could be a little tricky, the rest of it, but I'll try to do it slow. I don't want to exclude anybody, okay? So now I'm using my, like I said, thumb, pointer, middle, and ring finger to pluck all 4 strings like a piano player kind of would play, right? This is what I'm going after. I'm trying to emulate that keyboard part. So you'll hear it. It's got this kind of accented pumping thing that happens. It's like... you'll hear that bass kind of slide in there. Now I'm going to try to work on maybe incorporating that. It's a little rusty right now, but that's something I'm going to work on. Now I'll go over this plucking and this pumping thing a little more in depth at the end of the lesson. Let's just get through the chords and we'll kind of work on that at the end. Alright, so C minor, right? Now the next chord is A flat major 7. Beautiful chord. This is some really, what I'm going to say, gold as far as guitar, harmonies and just positions, and these songs are just great. Anyway, I'm nerding out a little on the tramp, but so C minor, right? If you take, we're playing this A string in the 3rd fret, right? And we got the D and G in the 5th and the B's in the 4th. Now to play that A flat major 7, all we have to do is move 1 note. This is the little happy accident that I discovered. So if we go from the A string in the 3rd fret and just move our pointer finger to the E string in the 4th fret, we get this A flat major 7 chord, right? Now I'm just omitting the open A here. So we go from C minor, A flat major 7. 1 note, 1 string. You got 2 chords. Pretty cool. Don't change your grip from the C minor. Just move that 1 note. Okay? The next chord is G minor. I'm just playing a bar chord, and I'm playing this raised note. B string in the 6th fret. I'm sorry, I don't know the names of most chords. I'm self-taught and not a very good guitar player, so... but that's what I'm doing, just a G, minor bar chord, and I'm playing that B string in the 6th fret. Now I think it sounds a little closer to the keyboard part that I was hearing. That's just me now. There's probably a lot better lessons on YouTube and played in different positions and different approaches, but this is what I'm going to work on. So anyway, so again, we have the C minor, we have the A flat major 7, the G minor, okay, and then it's going to go to B flat major, just a power chord down here in the 1st position, and you'll hear it do this little thing where it walks down like this. Okay, and that's just B flat major to A major, 1st position, and then A flat major bar chord here at the bar on the 4th fret, playing the major. Okay, so the next chord, this was the next happy accident, this chord. Nice chord. I don't know what it is, but this just happened on the fly when I was playing against this track. I made it to this chord finally, and I could hear that next voicing was kind of getting raised, and it had more like a dominant kind of thing. So there's a few ways you can play this. Now this is the way I stumbled onto it. Now this is going to be a little awkward at first, but this is something that I'm going to work on trying to develop more, okay? Now, I've seen guys do this. As a matter of fact, I think it really sticks out to me that I learned this kind of thing from a Ted Green video. If you don't know who Ted Green was, definitely check his stuff out. He's gone now, but he was a great player. So, got this A flat major, right? Bar chord. Now, all I did is I took my pointer finger on the E string in the 4th. I moved that up to the 5th fret, right? And then I just take my pinky on the D string and raise that up 1 note too. Okay? Now when I did that, what happened was this. My pointer finger was on an angle, and I was able to get this B string in the 4th fret with the fat part of my pointer finger next to your knuckle, between your knuckle and your middle joint and your finger. This little fat part. I was able to get that B note and this A note with the same finger because it was on an angle. Now, I didn't plan it like that, but when I was trying to figure out the next voicing, that happened, you know? And I was like, just by moving that 1 note on the bass string to the 5th fret, now my finger's already on an angle because I haven't changed the grip of the other strings. And then I raised it's the same notes, an octave apart, right? So, but when I moved that first note to that, it already set my finger up, and I was able to catch that. Now there's another way you can play that chord. Like you could play it like this. So A string in the 6, D string in the 7, G in the 5th, B in the 4th, and you could thumb over and get the A note on the 5th fret with the bass string, right? That was a little tricky for me to go from that A flat major grip right into that. It's still a little tricky. So the first variation I did of it was that. Now, a lot less movement already. You can see that. It's just, and I've kind of gotten used to doing it. I just kind of went back and forth with those 2 chords, okay? All right, now I don't want to waste any more time on that chord, but I do like that chord. I don't know what the name is, but somebody leave it in the comment, please. It's killing me. Okay, so we got C minor, A flat major 7, G, B B flat major, A flat major, and the new chord I'm going to learn the name of soon. Okay, and then it just goes right back to that. Right? The next section is the little chorus. So okay, you know the section I'm talking about now, right? Just by, again, those melodies stick in your head forever. It's just amazing. So what we have is E flat major bar chord here, right? So A in the 6 and the rest of the strings are in the 8th. Pretty basic, we all know these, right? So here's the voicing. It just drops this D string from the 8th fret down to the 7th fret, right? So I'm going to still bar the G, B, and E in the 8th fret, but now I'm going to do it with my pinky, so I'm going. Whoop. I'm not doing that, but. Now you don't have to play all those. Sometimes I'll just go. And I'll just play the, you know, D, G, and B. So we're just dropping that one note. And then we're going to this. And then we're just going to drop it one more, so we'll take the middle finger off. Okay? So it's like... Could do that too. Then it goes to the next section, which is this. I'm only going to play 3 strings here. That's what I'm going to focus on. We have the A string. Let me play the part first. Whoop. Okay, so A string in the 4th, D in the 3rd, G string in the 1st. Now what we need to do is just go to the next shape, which is going to be the A string in the 3rd, D string in the 3rd, and G in the 1st. So we've changed one note. B flat major, A flat major. Ah, sorry. Actually, it goes that little walk up. You don't have to do it, but anyway, those are the chords. Then it will do that, you know, chorus thing, or it'll go back into. Okay, so that's pretty much what I came up with, and I am going to work on that. Okay, so let's get into that a little bit, all right? So we have... So these get plucked, the G, D, G, and B kind of doing their own thing, and when I accent, I'm adding that A string in, so I'm still kind of ghosting that A, but it's not really, you know, pronounced. When I dig in, that was a little over exaggerated, but I will hit it kind of more then. Like that, really slow. See, that's tricky to slip that in. You could play it there too, or maybe even hammering it on may help too. I don't know, I'm gonna have to work on it, like I said, but I really highly recommend trying that. Man, it's all about being economic with the emotion a lot of times. But it does depend on, the register too. You may not want that bass note in there. You may just want, that little kind of midsection. But maybe just keeping it in the treble section. It's just all different shades. And but the cool thing about this stuff is this, for me, I can sit here and play that alone and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It really feels good in my hands to be that busy. I just like that feeling for some reason. I really enjoy playing with my fingers a lot. I've done that pretty much since the get-go, so I think like a piano player when I do that kind of stuff. It's weird. I mean, when I play guitar standing up and I'm playing guitar solos, I tend to think more like a saxophone player than I do. That's odd stuff. We won't get into that, but I hope this helped, guys, and you enjoy this kind of stuff. I will work on some more of this. I just kind of take little chunks of it here and there, and I really should try to keep rehearsing it and keeping that, that technique developed and have that, just on tap. So it's been a while since I've really tried to work on left hand technique, honestly. I mean, you wouldn't think that needs work, but when you start playing these kind of shapes like these, now it's just different what my thumb is, and this is kind of a tough one on my hand. I'm getting a lot of like tenderness in between my thumb and first, pointer finger, just because of putting your thumb behind that neck, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, folks, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep at it, see what I can come up with. I hope you enjoyed this, like I said. Thanks to all the nice comments and all the views. Welcome to all the new subs, too. Appreciate you guys checking out my channel. There's a lot of videos in my playlist. Feel free. There's over 600 videos in there. I honestly don't even know what's in there, but there's a lot of stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you real soon. Be good. Be logical.